Oh, okay, there we go.
Hey, we're live. Hey everybody, this is Amanda, and it's Friday. It's our regular live Friday Night Live, but I'm here at well, we're in the outdoor area of a hotel, getting ready to do the Homesteaders of America conference tomorrow, and I'm here with the lovely Ann from A Farm Girl in the Making.
Hello.
And the lovely Janet.
From Timber Creek Farm.
There we go. And these ladies, we've been working and helping get set up today. We are worn out. They have their coffee.
We are ready.
We need our coffee.
It's like I always do live events with people with coffee.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm always the one sitting out like, oh, I need some coffee.
We should have got Amanda some coffee.
No, I know. I still can't have too much, but I'm eyeing it and I'm smelling it and enjoying the scent. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We are out in the parking lot, like on a bench, just hanging out because it's just crazy trying to get everybody together. But these lovely ladies were so kind to join me.
We were happy to meet you today.
Yay.
This is our first time meeting you.
Well,
So this is cool.
there's a lot of folks getting together and meeting one another here at the conference.
Yeah.
I like ran into the conference, literally. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna be cool. I'm totally gonna play it cool, and I'm just gonna walk in, and I'm gonna be like, oh, hey guys, like nothing. So then I start to walk in, and here comes Tangi, like running, and I'm like, forget it, hey! And I'm running, and I'm hugging everybody, and I'm like, I don't even know you, but I'm hugging you.
It was a big hug fest.
It was a beautiful moment, and
It
that's
was.
just how we do
Well,
things.
that's how we are super cool. So
Yeah.
just so you know, that's the,
Oh.
that's the super cool in us.
In case you were wondering.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Super cool. So anyway, so while they're here, I'll let them tell you a little bit about their channel. You have a channel and you have a channel, but you mostly blog. These are blog ladies, and of course, you know, I've blogged too, but somehow I'm on YouTube all the time. But we'll start with you, Ann. You want to tell them a little about your...
So I'm a farm girl in the making. We have had our brand established for about 3.5 years now. We have our website under farmgirlinthemaking.com, and it completely talks about how to go from your suburban neighborhood into living a self-sustaining homesteading life, and from preserving your harvest, growing food, raising your own meat animals, and then turning around and bringing it back to folds and putting it on the table and serving your family. And everybody's looking at us, but you know, we're just going to be cool about this, remember? Because we're cool, right? Anyways, cool blog. And then you can also follow our journey. I do have a YouTube channel, which I promise I'm going to be a little bit more active on. And then you can follow us on Facebook. We have a lot of fun there. Instagram is actually my sweet spot. I love that place. But join us. I'll be a little bit more active on YouTube here coming up, and there's a bunch of fun stuff happening for us, but that's kind of going to be kept in the download for a little while. And this is my really good friend Janet too.
Yes, and Janet, you want to tell them a little about what you do at Timber Creek?
Yeah. Timber Creek Farm is mostly an encouragement website. I like to post a lot of blog posts about how to raise your livestock, not only ethically but also sustainably. Using a lot of holistic animal care practices. We also talk a lot about herbs, why you want to grow herbs, how they can fit into your family life, and also your livestock family life. I spend a lot of time at my barnyard, and when I'm not there, I'm writing. So those are my kind of two big activities. But I also have a line of yarn that I developed in the last couple of years. It's called Free Range Yarn, and it's from our flock. It's a small flock, and I also include other small flock owners in my Free Range Yarn label. So I'm kind of helping other farmers have a little more exposure with their yarn from their small flocks that are sustainably raised also. So we're all in the same game together, and I think it just helps us to have like a little bit of help to help each other out and grow. I have a YouTube channel, but I am kind of like Ann. I'm either in the barnyard where I don't have a very good signal, or I am writing. So I have to, work that into my schedule. It would be really fun to get to know Amanda better and to meet some other homestead related YouTube people. So it's been really fun so far today. We're having a blast. So even though we're all super tired, we're hoping we get a little bit of sleep after dinner and we can hit the road tomorrow and be ready to go. You can find me on timbercreekfarmer.com and also on Instagram at tcfarmer.
Yeah, see, you can tell why we bonded, me and the cool girls here. You can tell why we all bonded because, of course, we talk a lot on this channel. We talk a lot about the main thing that we talk a lot about is frugal family food, as you know, because we've talked about it before. So, and of course, she talks a lot about growing your own food and preserving it, which is, of course, something that's relevant to us and what we do here on the Fundamental Home, and also in our Frugal Family Food Facebook group. So, and then Brianna is holding the camera. You guys, do you want to like wave, Brianna? Like put your hand up. There you go. There's Brianna. She's holding the camera. And Brianna,
People are saying that you're talking too quiet, so talk louder.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
That's what I was like.
Oh.
I have no problem being loud.
I do.
We'll get Janet to like speak up a little bit, but of course Brianna, as you know, is trying to learn to crochet. She's doing her sewing and all of that. So I had told Janet that Brianna had bought.
I'm sorry, I was choked on my gum. Okay.
Brianna was brought crochet with her, and she's like practicing on the way up. And then we ran into Janet with all her beautiful yarn. So I'm gonna take pictures of it. We'll have it on Instagram, but we won't have it tomorrow. But we will have it up here in the next few days. Keep your eye out, for we're gonna have everything coming at you for sure. On Instagram, Facebook, all the different places that we have things. So it's just a really, really exciting time. But you can tell why we all kind of gravitate toward one another, because it's kind of, we're all kind of in that same family of like doing stuff for yourself and like creating your own food and creating your own personal products and things like that. So we just like, we want to do our own stuff. We're the cool, independent ladies. That's what we do. Right. Except I can't drink coffee.
And Janet's actually teaching a class at the Homesteaders America
She
Conference,
is.
and she is teaching natural dyeing with natural products that you find everywhere.
Either in your kitchen or in the weeds in your garden. Things that you normally would want to cut down can actually be beautiful dyes. So,
Like her pokeberries.
Yeah, hopefully you can all find a way to find me online, and you can see more of my blog posts and information on using these natural dyes. It's really fun and addictive.
I'm going to be searching it out and sharing it on Facebook and all the other social media that we have.
Yeah.
And we will make sure, and we have folks coming in, and they're like, we know you.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to go say hi to Heather,
Sorry.
feel free. We just have people
And
coming.
sorry, before I walk away, I'm teaching holistic health in regards to livestock and for your personal use on your homestead with colloidal silver and essential oils. It's not smell good oils. This is deep down. You're going to survive if you need to evacuate on how to save your family. So
Yes.
I'm going to walk away.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna make sure she got her class information in there.
So if you guys want to come up here a little bit there. Anyway, so so
we're
many
all
folks-
reunioning here.
This is exactly what it's like whenever we're doing stuff at the conference. So
Yeah. Homesteaders are having a lot of fun this weekend. We're all getting a chance to meet in real life, which is just really special. It really is.
it is. I think all of us are so secluded in our own little private spots. And I'm not really a homesteader per se. I'm just one of those homesteader wannabes. But
No, you are. You are. If you're doing your own thing, you are.
But I do. I think we all we're all doing our own thing. We're all busy with our work and our family and all the different things that we do. So when we get this chance to get together and see one another, it's really special, and that's why it's such a bonding time. So if you guys are coming, I don't know if any of you guys are coming to the conference tomorrow, but we hope that you will come up and say hello to us.
Let us know that you saw the YouTube video and that you're friends with Amanda.
And take pictures with us.
Yes. We love being like pseudo celebrities this weekend. So please come and look for us.
Like fake celebrities.
Yeah, we're like not even sure what that's all about, but it's not a bad deal once in a while to feel that way. So.
Yeah, Brianna and Ricky are going to be at the check-in. So the very first
We'll be
people
right
you
at the
will
front.
see will be Brianna and Ricky.
With
so
Emily from Changy the Caver's Wife, and
Ricky's friend Marquise is with us as well. So you will have to walk through the gate and you will see Ricky and Brianna. If you do, make sure you say hello to them. Feel free, they said you're welcome to take pictures with them if you like, but make sure you tag me because I want to see if there's any pictures. Yeah, they're having such a good time over here, we're not leaving yet. This is a fun time, guys. We hope next year, if you haven't had an opportunity to come this year, that you will plan to come next year and hang out with us because this is so much fun.
Yeah, and it's going to grow. I mean, this year is actually pretty big. There's 1,200 people expected, which I think is amazing for an inaugural year for a big conference like this. Just so much to offer. Everything from raising your own meat, from rabbits and hogs to using essential oils, things that you can do even in an apartment. You know, you can homestead anywhere. You don't need a big yard. You don't need a big tract of land. You don't have to have sheep and goats and pigs and cows to homestead. You can homestead in so many different ways. It's a term that means that you want to learn how to do things for yourself. So, you know, don't be intimidated by the title and think that you have to be a farmer to be a homesteader. You don't. and we're just having a great time sharing what we can with you.
Yeah, Amy Fuel, who does the Homesteaders of America conference, it's like her baby. She has her homestead is in her backyard.
Yeah,
I mean, she
in a
really,
suburban neighborhood.
Yeah, she doesn't have any kind of huge farm or anything. She does it on her own because her husband's not into it. It's just her, and she has her little boy helper, and they raise chickens, and they do very small things that a lot of folks could really do right where they are.
Yep.
And I totally love that, and you guys know that's my heart. So it's such an exciting time. I know I'm repeating myself over and over again.
You
but
can start with a pot of oregano on your counter. You know, you can start with a little lavender plant that you picked up at the grocery store. You know, those can be things that you can make other things from, and also just have this beautiful plant sitting on your counter. So there's just so much that is not intimidating about this lifestyle, and it's just fun to look into all that. And so many of us just love sharing what we do.
Yes.
So we're not like trying to, keep our secrets. We want to share our secrets with you of how we're staying healthy without using a lot of medical intervention, how we're treating our animals with certain natural substances instead of running to the vet. You know, there's just all kinds of ways to think about life, and it's just another way of thinking about things.
So you walked around today.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you saw that you were like, wow, that's so awesome. Like I was looking, they had Beard Commander.
Yes.
I remember I saw him. He was in the front, and he had all his bombs. And then they had.
I liked his merch.
Did you?
Yeah, he has a lot of merchandise for beard guys, so I thought that was really cool.
I know. I thought he was like super cool guy. And then I saw this lady. She had like maple syrups and things. Like I was trying to like keep an eye on like everything that I saw, but there were so many people coming in. It was hard to see everything. Of course, Janet has her beautiful yarns. Like she was like, "Does that look like you want to touch it?" I'm like, "Are you?"
They are so soft.
I'm resisting touching it now because I don't want to mess up your beautiful table.
I want people to touch the yarn.
It's
That's
so
how you fall
pretty.
in love with the yarn. You have to touch it.
I fell in love looking at it because so many colors
And not patterns. Color combinations.
Color combinations, yes. You'll have to knit your own pattern out of the color combinations.
And I'm trying to think of what else. Oh my word, there's just so many people.
I can't
there.
wait to hear Joel Salatin
I
speak
know.
tomorrow. I've followed him for years. His books have been so encouraging to me. I've learned so much from him. So I'm really looking forward to hearing him speak.
Have you heard him speak before?
No, I haven't. I've only read his book, so I'm super excited.
We heard him at the Mother Earth News Fair in Asheville a couple years ago. It was really fun.
He wasn't at the Mother Earth Fair that I went to. He wasn't there that time. And then Doug and Stacy are here for off-grid living, which, I think a lot of us wish we could do more off-grid living and not pay so much in utility bills.
Exactly.
I know that would be really nice.
Esther Emery.
Yeah, Esther Emery, who has tons of knowledge on this lifestyle and has lived it with her mother, Carla Emery, with the Encyclopedia of Country Living. And Esther's an author in her own right who's just written a book that I loved. It was an amazing book called Stars, What Falls from the Skies.
I had to
That's
think
what
about
it
it
is.
for a
Yes,
second too.
It's not stars, it's what falls from the sky. Really interesting read. I highly recommend that. Not a book that I normally would have picked up, but I read it because Esther wrote it, and I just loved it. And it really made me think about my lifestyle. So that was good. So I'm looking forward to just about everything.
And we saw a lot of people who were there who are helping and doing things who aren't even one of the big name speakers. Like there is Cherish from Hope's Homestead. There's Big Bear Homestead. We saw Two Family Homestead, Alderman Farms. No, I think Pratt Family Homestead's on their way. I'm like, could I name everybody? No, I'm trying to think of. There's some I'm missing.
The Myers from Urban Overalls, Connie and Todd are here. They're going to do cheese making demonstration. So that's going to be good. That's one thing I haven't gotten into yet is cheese making. Yeah, I know my pocket's ringing. It's back here buzzing. The bench is now vibrating, but I'm ignoring it because I'm on Amanda's show. So I'm going to ignore my phone. Yeah, lots of people. Amanda Idlewild from Idlewild, Alaska. They live in Alaska in Homestead. And they hunt big game. So they're going to be here. I think they're coming as attendees, but I'm sure they would love to answer questions from people. So they're going to be here.
There's all kinds of phones ringing. It's a busy time.
Yeah, we're all checking in now and getting ready to meet each other for dinner and have a good evening. And then hopefully head to bed a little early because we're really tired. So.
And there's a big day tomorrow.
I'm like checking the time. It's like 5:06. I think around 5:30 we're cutting it off because everybody's heading to dinner.
Yep.
So we're just hanging out right now. I think they were wrapping it up at the building at 5, so everybody is leaving the fairgrounds at 5. And then
Are we going to be live until then?
we're going to be live here for a few minutes. Are there any questions? Anybody's got anything, any comments that they're saying if you want to scroll it down? Okay, good.
My arm's getting super tired though.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's okay.
That's life in the big leagues. What can we say?
Here.
Brianna's famous.
Here you go.
She switched it around.
Hold it for me.
The Blessed Farm says hi. So I can't hold it to where there's 3 of them.
It's
so.
okay.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
It's a little early. I normally do my live event around 6 o'clock, sometimes even into 7 o'clock. But right now it's just like I had to catch you guys before we left because we actually have a 2-hour drive just to get to where we're staying for the night, and then we're gonna come back.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know, but Amanda's really traveling around this weekend, so she's been driving for days and days and has more driving to do. So
That's what it feels like. Look at Brianna.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yay.
she didn't want to be on camera. She's hiding.
Not today. So I want to ask you though, what kind of things do you want to make with your yarn? Can you be off camera?
Scarves and hats and a blanket.
Good.
A blanket? You think you're up for a blanket?
Not right now.
Folks are saying hello.
Good. You'll
Hi,
have to bring it in tomorrow. You'll have to bring the yarn in tomorrow so I can see. I would love to see what you're doing.
I almost brought it today, but I forgot it.
That's okay. Yeah, if you bring it back tomorrow.
She's going to get some pointers from Janet.
I love to
Janet
crochet.
Professional. I was going to say, do you knit, crochet, both? You do everything with
I knit
fiber
and
arts?
crochet, yeah, and I love needle felting, but crochet is really my stronger skill.
I don't know how to knit at all, but I've always crocheted.
Yeah, I like knitting. I find it really relaxing, but I'm super slow at knitting, so I get frustrated on a big project. So I have to like knit like a baby hat and be like done in a couple days because I won't pick it up for long.
I think that's part of the reason why I picked up crochet was I started doing it because I took my kids to do testing. They had to go do testing for homeschool, and I was sitting in the lobby waiting for like 3 hours, and one of the other ladies had extra balls of yarn and extra needles, and she's like, here, do this, and she kind of just showed us while we were waiting. And that day I made my first granny square, and then I made the second one that night, and then we turned it into a purse the next morning, and I was hooked.
Yes,
as they
yes,
say.
you were hooked.
I was hooked.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
you get it. It's so
fun. It's fun.
So anyway, I've been doing it ever since, and I spend a lot of my winter nights. It's one of my favorite things to do in the winter, in the evening. When my husband likes to watch the news, and I don't.
So you can get lost in your crocheting project.
But he's happy because I'm sitting next to him, and then I'm crocheting, and I'm in his presence, but I'm not actually having to pay attention to what's on the television.
Yeah, so you don't have to interact as much.
No, it's so much nicer.
Yeah.
So somebody said they liked a ripple stitch crochet. Is that?
Yep, that's
I
a fun one to do.
don't even know what that is.
That
I'm
goes
looking
pretty
at all
quick
this
too.
stuff.
That's a nice stitch for people to learn with. Kind of makes you feel like you've got a little bit of a pattern going on.
Yeah, we got a lot of folks commenting. They said they were working towards being a homesteader.
Good, yay.
Did Brianna do any crochet? If so, what does she think? She's working on it. I think she's still. Yeah, she's still in the frustration mode.
We're going to work on it tomorrow. Hopefully she'll remember. If not, I have plenty of hooks with me, so we can just pull out some yarn and play.
Yeah, oh, that'd be good. How do I find you on Facebook and Instagram? Well, you can go by all of our names. I tell you what, I'm going to, after we get done with all this and I get back to where I'm staying, I will make sure that I go back and put links in for everybody. So you can check the description box on the playback. And I'm just scrolling up all the comments here. And if you want to check the description box on the playback, I will make sure I have the links put up there for you so you can check out everyone.
Good deal.
And make sure that you go to their different social media.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah, and it's funny, I told Janet that I actually, please, I will list their channels as well. But I told Janet I actually follow Timber Creek Farm on Facebook. So I didn't know her as Janet.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that? Do you like follow these YouTube channels and you don't even necessarily
know
remember
who the
names?
people are? Yeah.
It's just the name of their channel or their whatever their
and
thing
I'm
is.
weird about it. Like, I don't know why, but I really just wanted to brand my farm page as a farm page. I didn't really want it to be
you.
like me.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting better now about bringing myself back
Yes.
into it, and I think especially since I started writing books and bringing books out and having to do book signings and stuff, like I'm trying to now make that connection between
3 books.
me and
3 books.
Yeah, my book's coming out in this late spring from Skyhorse Publishing. It's a DIY chicken book, so a lot of projects you can do on your own with things you already have. So you don't have to go spend a lot of money to build a big fancy coop. Like I show you a lot of things in the book on how to do things frugally, which is lots of fun.
You know that's my favorite word here.
We made some amazing things, and they don't look that bad. Like at first I was like, oh, this is going to look horrible because all we're using is like 2 items, but they actually did come together. It was a lot of fun. So look for that book coming out. If you're getting into chickens, it's going to be really helpful for you because you don't have to spend so much money at the store to buy things that are already made. And then, so anyway, I'm trying to kind of bring myself back into the picture a little bit and not be so incognito. So it's a little bit of a stretch for me. Like I love to talk, but I'm still getting used to like this right now, like looking at myself on that screen while I'm talking.
It takes some getting used to.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get used to that, and but you know, yeah, it's new technology to me. I'm a grandma, so you know.
When I started doing YouTube, I started doing it because my husband wanted me to do it, and he was like, "It's a great idea. We'll do it as a family." And then, and I was kind of reluctant to do it, and then we got involved in it, and then he was like, "Now you do it," and I was like, "What?" And I was like, I didn't even want to do it in the first place, but we already had commitments to do things, and I was like, "Okay, well, I'll finish it." So it took me a little while to get used to it. I didn't want it to be my name, the same thing. I put it as the Fundamental Home just because I thought it'll be about our family.
Yep.
And now it's like, well, it's just easier if I just say Amanda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rick, for getting the ball rolling.
You can only stay out of it for
Everybody
so long.
thank Rick. Rick is my husband.
Oh, good. Well, Rick, you have a wonderful family.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was so pleased because my children behaved today. So.
Oh, no. Her children did more than behave. Her children went, and well, first of all, they emptied my entire car, which was full of bins of yarn and things about dyeing and all kinds of stuff. Like I had a back of a SUV filled with plastic bins of stuff. They had my car emptied in no time, already in the building. Like I carried in like 2 little tiny things, like, oh gosh, I got my stuff. And not only that, but then I heard them go and ask other people, like all day long, if people needed help.
My husband said, "You're welcome." Hi, honey.
They were just awesome. So they're raising some really kind-hearted kids, and I was really blessed to meet them today.
Thank you.
Awesome.
See, I'm glad my husband got to hear that because he was probably wondering, like, is everybody behave? Is everything going well? Everybody's going well. You want to say hi to Daddy while you're here? Hi, Daddy. Yeah, she doesn't want anybody to see her hair. People were asking what the names of your other books are.
Oh, my first book that I wrote was called Chickens from Scratch. It's available on Amazon. It's also available on my website, so you can look for that. It's Chickens from Scratch by Janet Garman. And then the second book I wrote is for children, and it's called Margarita and the Beautiful Gifts. And it's a children's storybook illustrated by Jackie Shreve. And it's beautiful. It's a hardcover and a softcover edition, so whatever you prefer for your family. And they're available both on my website, and the softcover only is available on Amazon. They didn't take the hardcover, so they don't do hardcover and create space, so that's, not an option. So anyway, I'm really proud of both of the books. Especially the children's book.
I was going to say, what made you write a children's book?
Well, it was a story that happened on our farm, and
okay.
I was like really excited about telling this story. It just really touched me. It's about 2 ducks that we kind of took in. They were, people sometimes get animals and they aren't really sure what all it's going to entail. And these ducks were taken in by a family, and then they realized that they're kind of messy, and they really didn't have space for ducks. And they wanted to return them, but the store wouldn't take them back, and the store said, well, maybe this lady will take them. And they called me, and I was like, no, thank you. And then they called me back, and they were like, we cannot find anyone to take these ducks. Would you please take these ducks? And I was like, okay, I'll take the ducks. So anyway, these ducks were so sweet. They're still living on our farm. I love them. But the female duck is broody all the time. Like, she just loves to hatch out eggs. So it's a story about her. It's really a story about them, and it's just cute how it worked out. So.
Tell them the name of the book again.
It's called Margarita and the Beautiful Gifts.
Margarita and the Beautiful Gifts. Okay.
And you can find it on timbercreekfarmer.com under the shop heading, or you can go to Amazon, and the soft cover's available on Amazon.
Yeah. So Ricky, I don't know if you know this, Ricky, my son that's here, he is, he's an artist, and I told you he's studying advertising and graphic design, and so he wants to be a children's book writer and illustrator. So, Marquise, his friend with him. Well, Brianna, can you pull up Instagram, Marquise's? Oh, you probably can't. Your phone's dead. Yeah. But I was going to say, I'll show you his art. They're both amazing artists. You'll have to keep them in mind. Hint,
Give this
hint.
to Anne for a
if
second.
you do.
She needs to answer this for me.
Yep. So give it to Anne.
Somebody's trying to find where we are here at the hotel, and I was like ignoring my phone. And
I know we're keeping them busy. We're keeping them.
We're not. We're at the motel.
What time is it?
Is she at the motel?
I don't have. Oh,
Is she here?
we don't even have a clue what time it is. Somebody tell us what time it is, because we are just like, we're totally, seriously out of the loop right now. Like I don't even know what day it is.
I think it's Friday.
I think so.
Yeah, because you
that
said
must
you do
be
Friday
why.
Night Live. So
Yes, exactly. 5:16.
It's 5:16.
Thank you for
Thank
letting me
you.
know. I appreciate that, because we have dead phones because we've been doing stuff all day, and that's Brianna's phone not working, and she's leaning on my arm as I hold this phone, so it's going to go up and down. So thank you for sharing the time.
Yeah.
So it's just we're trying to wrap things up. It's just about dinner time.
Yep.
But anyway, all right, well, I'm going to say goodbye to Janet and say goodbye to you guys. We're going to get ready to do our 2-hour drive and go get some dinner and do the things. But we appreciate you guys. This is my Friday night live video for this evening. Dinner tonight is with friends. If I have I put my grocery haul up yesterday. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, make sure you check it out. I spent $133. Now, that's everything. That's not just groceries. That's my oil change. That's all of our travel expenses.
Wow.
And then I laid out the meal plan for at home and the meal plan for away. So tonight we're eating with family and friends, and that's what we're doing this evening. I don't know what Janet's probably going out with me and friends.
We're going out. Like, I'm sorry, there's no budget for me right now.
So yes,
No,
we are
is.
having a dobo.
They are. I am conscientious with our money, but yeah, no, I'm away. I'm on girls' weekend, so yeah.
Have a good time. All right, well, thanks for joining us, you guys.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting us on your show. I know Ann and I really enjoyed it.
I appreciate y'all coming on and being, I like being a cool girl.
Yeah, we are. We're super cool.
Anyway, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Keep an eye out tomorrow for all the extras.
We'll be waiting.
We'll be sending stuff.
Bye.
All right. You're winning me. You're winning me.
Oh my gosh, thank you.